Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot, Supportive Oracle Cards, Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, Gemini. It's not a lot of Oracle cards, but I guess that's fine. What do we have? What are we doing the tapping thing for, I wonder? Okay. Starting off, trust with safe home protection. Now, when we're starting with this, I almost feel like you're isolating yourself just a little bit. And the safe home protection is kind of like you're kind of blocking things off from certain people. The trust is like, when I'm feeling trust, it's kind of like you're gravitating towards people that have already proven that you can trust them. You can tell them things, you can bounce things off of them. They understand that a lot of these things you're just considering. It doesn't mean you're going to do things, you just want to talk it out. But there's people you trust to, like, hash out your ideas with and keep that to themselves and not start things saying that you're going to do this or you're going to do that when you're just talking things out. This seems fine, but it's kind of like you're starting to close certain people off, and I feel like other people are noticing that. And I'm getting like this hanged man, like people are kind of like left in the lurch, or they feel like they are. It's just a moment where you just have to recollect yourself, and you're just kind of like, I'm still talking, I'm still communicating to certain people, but only people I feel like understand me and will keep the information I talk about to themselves and realize I'm just hashing out thoughts. I'm not saying I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. I'm just hashing out thoughts. I just need to hash them out. Seems fine. So this is how the situation is starting. Now, somebody comes forward, and I feel like when I get magical powers, best possible decision, and authenticity kind of jacked up here just a little bit. These are the three cards. What I'm getting is somebody else is making a decision for you. Authenticity. Yeah, magical powers. Okay, so I do see somebody's trying to push you into something, or they're making a decision for you. It's almost like somebody's volunteering you for something. When I'm feeling this, I don't really like it, but I feel like it's, I don't know, this might actually work. You have best possible decision. So somebody making a decision for you, I don't really like that. I don't like the idea of that. I don't like the thought of it, but I think it's going to actually serve you. This is not good as a habit. But I'm also getting, when this happens, you're like, you're not about that. You're kind of like that, no. It's kind of like, no, don't be making decisions for me. Don't choose things for me. Don't volunteer me for things. The information comes forward, though, and it's like that somebody volunteered you for something, and then that person who thinks you're going to be a part of something is kind of showing up like, I thought you were going to do this. You said you were going to do this. And you're like, I didn't say anything. Yeah, so-and-so told me you were going to do this. And then you're finding out somebody volunteered you for something. You're like, I haven't talked to them in weeks. I don't know why they'd think that. I haven't emailed them, texted them, talked to them face-to-face, nothing. I don't know why they would say that. You're figuring it out that somebody volunteered you for something. But once it happens, it's kind of like you feel like you're stuck. It's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of stuck. Like, if I kind of back out on this person, even though technically I wouldn't be because I didn't volunteer for this, but you're kind of like, if I do back down, I'm kind of like, I'm leaving this person in the lurch, and I'm feeling like that's going to kind of work against me. The stress is here. Like, I don't really want to do whatever it is. I didn't really say I would do it, but the Two of Swords is kind of like, I feel stuck. I kind of feel like I have to for some reason. Like, if I don't, it's going to go negatively at some point. So I do what I've been volunteered for. Like, again, normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I wouldn't be okay with this, but I'm feeling like you're doing it. 'Cause you're kind of like, you're looking at it like, if I back out, they're going to look at it as if I'm backing out on them. And I didn't really do that. And they actually do need my help. Thing is, when you do that, you hold true to this situation. You did not commit yourself to this. Somebody else did it for you. They shouldn't have. But you're holding true to the commitment, not a commitment you made. But you're helping with this situation. You're solidifying it. You're also proving your worth with this. Like for that person who, I feel like they volunteered you thinking you were going to back out and try to make you look bad. But then you did it. You did what they volunteered you for. And this person, whoever they volunteered you with, they're realizing it in the long run. The thing is, you're really, really helpful, and you really, really help things go forward. You have a very powerful mind, and you're able to see angles other people can't. So you're showing something that can happen here, and you do your due diligence with it. Again, you didn't volunteer for it, but best possible decision says this is working in your favor. The person who volunteered you, they're in a weird place. Like, it's good. It's good that this is working out, but they didn't get their outcome that they expected. The Page of Cups is a weird feeling. It's kind of like they're almost trying to take credit for this, but they really can't. But they're also feeling like, yeah, see, that worked out. But at the same time, I feel like they kind of wanted you to fail. Maybe low-key wanted you to fail. The Page of Cups feels weird to me. It feels kind of like, you weren't supposed to make out on that, but I guess no harm, no foul. So they're kind of happy about it. It's weird. It's a weird, weird feeling. Like they kind of feel good about it, but it's almost kind of like, yeah, but you weren't supposed to really succeed at that. It's kind of like one of those things. And I get they seem to snake around the situation, kind of like, oh yeah, well I talked to the Gemini weeks ago. I must have misunderstood. I thought for sure they wanted to do that. I didn't want them to miss out on this opportunity. They're snaking around the situation, so that's what I'm feeling with that too. You come out smelling like roses. You got the 10 of Cups here. Everybody's pretty much liking you, except, well, even the person that shouldn't have volunteered you. Like, they're like, yeah, no, Gemini made good on it. I just feel like there's something, it's almost like they're temporarily got like a little bit of egg on their face, but they're kind of owning it, so it's weird. It's a weird feeling there. You're coming out smelling like roses. That's just really what I'm getting. Now, the situation kind of moves on, right? That situation will move on. 3 of Wands and the Strength card. Like, I feel like the person who volunteered you is leaving you alone. They're just acting like it was just a one-off thing and then they don't know anything else. Again, you're not really communicating with this person. You don't really want to. So you're kind of like, all right, whatever, that was that. I feel like you've also made it clear with the person who they volunteered you with, like, I don't do that. Like, if you want me to help you, or if you think I need to, or if somebody is saying I want to do something, shoot me a text message directly. Email me directly, and I'll let you know if that's true right away. That way you don't have to wonder. Here's my number, even if you have to. It might go that far. Like, here's my number. Text me. Email me directly. I will answer you within a half an hour, and I'll let you know if that's true or not, if somebody else volunteers me for something. But please, ask me directly. Don't go through somebody else. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. You seem to be, like, kind of ironing that out, kind of like, just so that doesn't happen again. All right. Something else is coming forward. The thing is, when you help that person, it's like the King of Rods is seeing you as an ally now. The King of Rods is going to approach you again in the future. This, I feel like, is going to rub other people the wrong way. Somebody, I really feel like somebody kind of tried to set you up, failed at it, and kind of was okay with it. It's weird energy. But then the fact that you came out smelling like roses, now the person that you helped is coming to you directly. They think you're a great asset. This is really, really good for you. It's not the Ace. It's the Chariot coming forward. It kind of feels like the Ace of Swords, but it's not there. I don't think it's here anyway. No. As this comes through, we got like this rotating energy going through. Now, what I mean by rotating energy is like the way these cards came down is kind of like a wheel. Like it keeps spinning is what I'm getting. It's moments of stress with moments of reprieve. Moments of stress, moments of reprieve. It does seem like there's success here, but there's not. It's not like a definite success. There's fail and pass and fail, pass and fail, pass and fail. Things go back and forth. There's times where you have more control than others. There's times where somebody else is asking you and you just kind of feel stuck in a situation. There's other times where, you get to step out of it. It goes back and forth. This is like a circular thing. Goes back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes things are really difficult for you. Sometimes you don't really know what to do with it, so you just kind of hold it to the side and let it play out on its own. There's a lot going on. It's like whatever you're getting involved with, there are so many angles. This is why this is your forte, though. There's so many things. It's like I feel like I'm working as a catch-all at Grand Central Station. Like people are showing up and they're like, well, how do I get to this place? How do I get to that place? What train do I use for that? What time does this happen? What time do I do that? What's going on? Like somebody keeps coming to you with different questions and you're like, well, you can go on that one or you can go to this one. You can go there and then I'll catch that. And like you have to like catch all these different balls in the air. It just keeps changing. This is like your forte. You can do this though. Your mind goes in many different directions at once. You can handle this. This is a situation where there's a lot of pass and fail, but I don't feel like that's on your shoulders if something passes or fails. It almost feels like you're the one that's called upon to try to keep your eye on as many of these balls that are in the air as possible. It's like it's not your job to keep the plate spinning, if you will, like if you think of a plate spinner. It's your job to like notice which ones are spinning well, which ones are not, which ones would better be suited over there, who should keep this one going, which one's starting to fall, which one's spinning too fast, which one's not necessary. You got to keep an eye on all these, and like why is that plate even there? Is that one higher or lower than the others? Is this the wrong color for this section? Should that be moved over there? You got to keep looking at all these different things, all these different angles. And that's the part you're playing. Yeah, this is happening, but that doesn't seem right. This should be moved around. That's kind of slowing down. You need to get that going again. This doesn't make sense. That's going too fast. That's going to fly off and hit a bunch of those and knock all those over. You have to keep people informed. If they pass or fail, not your fault. Just trying to keep your eye on as many things that's going on as possible. I'm getting you seem to be excelling. I got friendship here on your side. Again, it's not your responsibility if things pass or fail. It's just for you to try to keep your eye on as many things as possible. And you're doing that. You're successfully doing that as best you can. For what you're seeing, you're creating a very positive impact. You point out things best you can. It's on other people to do what they can with them. So I feel like you're doing your role very, very well. Very well. I don't see negativity coming towards you when things fail. I don't see negativity. Because I feel like more things are going right than usual. So it's almost like this situation, there would be 30 to 40% fail rate. And now it's 15 to 20% because of your influence. So you've made a noticeable, it would usually be at least 30%, if not 40% fail rate. Now it bounces between 15 to 20% with you there. So that's automatically a 10% increase, if not 15 at the very least. 25 to 20 at best. I don't think we need to get into the numbers that deeply. But you get my point. That seems you made the right friend. You made the right call. And they're saying don't feel bad that somebody volunteered you for something. I feel like ultimately this person, whoever volunteered you for that, I feel like this is another thing they're going to kind of feel weird about it. If they had stepped forward and done it themselves, I feel like they're going to look at this if instead of volunteering you, they just took the opportunity, they might be the one in this great position now. Maybe not, but in their mind they might be thinking that. So everything works out to your advantage. I also feel like this person who kind of set you up in a way, I feel like they're trying to act like they don't have anything to do with you or something. They're trying to distance themselves from you because it's almost like they're embarrassed that they lost out on an opportunity. In their mind, they lost out on an opportunity because they volunteered you instead of doing it themselves, and I feel like they're uncomfortable with it. In truth, though, when I'm kind of flipping it, if they took the opportunity and did it themselves, I don't think they would have gotten the position you got because they wouldn't have done as well. They wouldn't have come out smelling like roses. This is your forte. This is what you're good at. That's why this is serving you. That's why it's best possible decision, because they couldn't have done it as well as you could do it. And because you did do it, you make out on it. Anything else? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.